Do we have any signs of life from the website?
Yeah, it's doing something. It says live, but it's a black screen.
Just doing the whirly loading bubble.
Yep.
Alright, I think we might be good.
Yeah, it's on.
It worked! It worked! We did it! We sure did. Thank you so much. Let me shut the door. Oh my god.
Are you good? Alright.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you, Mally.
Yep.
Oh heavens! Sorry about that, guys. I had the stream rolling, and I was just chattering away, and I peeked over my shoulder, and Twitch had not updated, and I thought, wow, the delay is either really slow or something is really wrong. So Mally and I worked together and pushed buttons until things got better. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Dragomiris and Surrenderies. T-Pat M, wow, you are bright green today. I can hardly see your name. Or I can see it really well, but reading it. And Game Music... Game Muse... I can't, Game. I will call you Game. Sorry. Geister, I don't remember if I said good morning. Well, good morning, everybody who is in the chat and who might be lurking with us today. To recap our previous introduction, which got cut off due to technical difficulties, this is Stonehearth Dev Stream number 236, Potted Plants for Porches, and I am Allie, an artist on Team Stonehearth, with you today to help do this thing. And, okay, that is totally the screen we need to be looking at, sorry. And I am going to show you guys what we made on the last stream, which is what led us to doing this. Now, Stephanie was playing Candledark last night, so I'm wondering if perhaps the mod is still going. It's highly possible, but the only reason I'm booting this up right now is to show you guys our herbalist house, our little workshop that we made, which is what initially got us rolling with this whole, like, you know, it's weird that, Raya's Children, oh man, double pink rock, that's so cool. That Raya's Children has window boxes when that's kind of more of an Ascendancy vibe, and they have like all these huge cool clay porches, so we should totally sit down and make up some potted plants to specifically decorate those nice porches. Wow, this is sure is. Okay, let's check on the chat. Game Music, PCZ, Game Mu PCZ. Game Muse PCZ. I think I got it. Check under settings. Yay, plants. What am I checking under settings? Oh, you know what? You're right. I could have done that. You're right. I don't know what it is, but since yesterday, I've had the strangest feeling that there are so many more plants in the desert than usual. But it is possible that I've just been not paying attention. Anyway, you guys let me know if that seems weird to you. Yes! Double pink rock! I get excited about the pink rock. I know it's just an elevation thing, but it's a cool elevation thing. Alright. Aww. Krogabri. Healer's Town. Because that is why this town exists. Yeah, I feel like there are just oodles of plants. Is it always this packed? I feel silly asking that because I've been staring into the desert for quite a while now. Wait, no, stop. Oh god, Yep, I sure did. Stop what you're doing, you fools. Remove. Sorry. Sometimes when I mean to say harvest, I click on the pickaxes. Because I see rocks. And that just makes sense in my brain. There we go. We're going to use those trees to cut down rocks. Rose-colored rocks in honor of the bell tower. Stonehearth says, "I love plateau type landscape. I think this is unique for the game." I really do. I really do like the desert quite a lot. There's kind of like, I don't know, there's something kind of warm and wonderful about the forest biome. You know, you've got all the trees and it's really pleasant and pretty. So honestly, the first time I saw the desert, I just had like this just impression of being overwhelmed by just how much like space there was by everything, and it didn't feel very welcoming to me at first. And I don't know, but I think I've spent a lot of time in it, and I honestly find it's very, very beautiful. I love the red and all the tan colors, and the style of the houses especially is so cute. Not just saying that because I helped make some of them, but I'm just talking about like the aesthetic with the adobo look and the house and the roof style. I like it quite a bit. Anyway, like, come on, this is so cute. It's so cute. Neat. So that's the weaver's hut. We need the herbalist workshop. Okay, yay! Here it is. We tested it out. They do build it. Yeah, so as you can see in the template, we placed these window boxes here, but I still really feel like this is an ascendancy kind of vibe, so we're gonna knock those guys off, and these little pots on the porch right here are stand-ins for what we're hoping to be like actual potted plants. There's really no room in there for any more potted plants. This is just a tier 1 workshop, so we didn't want to go too crazy with the details. We wanted it to be like, we wanted to make sure that something like this matched the same kind of aesthetic as other tier 1 houses. So you'll find that workshops within this group are pretty restrained. That way when you see them in the town together, nothing feels like it's like popping out too soon or like you've gone to tier 2 too early. Cute and square. Herbalist in desert, yes. Let's see. Alright, cool. We're caught up on chat. Yay! So, today that is what we're doing. We're making some cute potted plants. Goodbye, town of Healer's Hut. And hello, cubicle. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and we're going to bring in a couple of things. What we want to bring in is, now did I do it? Yes, I did. Cool. Sometimes I wonder if I've pinned the things that make it faster for me to find stuff in here. What would that be? Decoration? Yeah. So let's bring in the unfired clay vase, which is currently our placeholder on the porches. So this is going to be a good size reference. And I also want to bring in, if it's here, it might not be here, but that's okay. If it's not, I remember how to make them. It would just be really handy if we could just pull the pots off of it. Yep, here we are. Trading Post Monument. Okay. Because we have like cute little pots on here that already work. Anyone else getting the loading screen Ring of Doom? Oh my gosh, I really hope not. We are really not sure what was happening when the stream first started, so if you notice things are acting funny, please call it out in the chat. That way I don't like run ahead and leave you guys in the dust. Morning, Unatan. Also for the potted plants. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh no, these are really cute. They're so cute. Okay, so this, I love this. It's so spiky though, I feel like that would be difficult to do. But I don't know, this color and this style is just really adorable. And, oh, that's really blue. Alright, this is a little intense, but it's very cool. Good morning, Moobot. Okay, so I brought in the Trading Post Monument because, as you can see, it is clustered with cute ready-made pots in a variety of styles that we can pull inspiration from or just flat out pull off the monument, which is what we're going to start with. I also like this because it has like a whole bunch of the colors that I've been using in the Raya's Children. Oh, you know what? I don't know if it's going to let me do that. I've got a better idea. It's a bit roundabout, but sometimes Cubicle can be really funny about the whole copy-paste thing. So let's get rid of the big guy, because that would be a bit too intense for a porch decoration. Just cut everything off. All right, nice. Got all kinds of things. Let's spread them out a little bit. Now clearly we don't need one of each of these, but it's just nice to kind of have things that we can work with, and you know, they may as well all be in the same matrix. We can always break them out later, and that way we don't have to keep jumping back and forth between this matrix and 70 others trying to do a couple of plants. Now, while I've been working on the desert goblins, I've got a pretty cute cactus flower going on the one that's wearing a cactus for a hat. So I'm thinking that would be really good to borrow for one of these. It's a bit more elaborate than the flowers that you already see in the desert. Nice and showy. And it should be a good size for this. It might be a bit large, but at the same time, it'll be really cute because of the proportions. But the other thing I like about the shape of that new flower is that it could probably be repurposed for a cute tiny succulent plant along these lines. Granted, at a much lower resolution, but like, oh wow, this isn't what I wanted. This is somebody's Etsy. Awesome. I just wanted a picture. Why can't I just have a picture? See, was that so hard? So like along these lines. And again, they wouldn't be able to be quite this elaborate, but it's just like the shape and the colors and things like that. And when I was making that flower, I had thought that it would be really cool. Thanks, Geister, and we'll see you when you get back, Dragomirus. Importing. That's gonna import a lot of goblins. I guess we can handle that. Not party goblin. That would make for an entirely different type of stream. Trouble saves, fountains, critters? Yes. Hey guys. Let's bump you out for a second. Thin out your numbers a little. Not that one. That's our flower. Hey buddy. Yeah, there we go. So this little flower here. Right. Very cute. So don't mind us, little guy. We're just gonna borrow that. I'm not gonna take it from you. He's very proud of his flower. And there we go. Cool, so we might have to size up a pot just a little bit, but it is pretty cute at that size. So then you'll just have like big silly fun flowers on your porch. Alright, and the other important thing is to note the size of this. Centering it as it is now would be pretty impossible on any of these pots, except for the smallest ones, and I think that might be a bit too silly. I mean, I like it, but it starts to look a bit like an iconic and a little less than intentional. So let's go ahead and take one of these bigger pots and size it up. And we'll do some color passes on this too, like shades of green and things, to see if we can make it look like the cute little wax plants. Good morning, Mel Lopez. Thanks for joining the stream. Let's see. I do like this two-tone one, but it might be a bit strong. This one's kind of cute. The terracotta one is also really cute, but let's go with the teal one first. Oh, I'm already in the matrix. I'm being silly. Okay, we need this to be at least one more row of voxels out on each side. So let's break it. Let's see if we can do this. See if we can do this smart like. I think we can do this smart like. Obviously, it's going to need a little bit of surgery, but this is a bit less work than going in and trying to model everything one brick at a time. Just setting up the base. So let's make sure that that's going to be okay. That's going to take the pot with it, isn't it? Yes, it is. Amazing. All right. Let's make sure that's going to be okay with the size of the flower before we start going in and whittling away on it. Yeah, sure, that's all right. It's pretty cute. Can even, you know, if we make it a little bit bigger. I've got some ideas. Cool. Both, good morning, Mel Lopez and Drum Original. We're doing some potted plants this morning. Oh, thank you, Mally. What did I miss? Yes, so as Mally is saying, we are making some potted plants to go with the herbalist house we made on the last stream. You know, I'm wondering if this should be just, let's see if we can make it just a little bit wider. And I'm going to use this guy as a proxy for, actually let's use this guy as a proxy for a cactus. That way it's like a short stumpy cactus with a big poofy flower. And we'll see if we can make the base of the pot a bit wider so that it fits the cactus within it. See if we can get that going. If it's too much detail though, we'll pull it back and we'll just do the flower. But I'm hoping it won't be. Is that everything? No, it didn't select the middle. This little guy has a ton of colors. Oh no! I left its middles. You know what? Just select everything. It's easier. From the top. Cool. Alright, so that does center. I'll pretend that's a cactus. I'm going to make sure that the size is going to be okay. So right now, yeah, so this guy is 10 by 10. So right now this fits exactly on one block of a porch. We have a little bit more room that we can play with. Let's see. Ooh, what about pot stacking? Paneloven, let me know if I'm mispronouncing your name. Says, hey, how long have you been streaming? Well, we've only really been streaming for a couple of minutes. We're just getting rolling, so you're here just in time. Copy the flower to keep it safe. That's a good idea. I forgot. Oops. Hey, I got lost. I was reading a comment. Sorry. You are absolutely right. So let's go ahead and copy one of these just in case. We're going to need it later anyhow. I'm not too worried about it getting messed up. I don't think we're going to be... We might make like a yellow one, maybe a blue one. Purple looks nice in the desert. So we shall see. I'm trying to think about how even to... Okay. So it needs to go 2 more out, or else we're not going to be able to... Oh, it did, didn't it? It sure did. Fine. It's fine. We'll just clean it up later. Oh, awesome. Thanks for joining us then. I am super excited trying to figure out how to do this. To what Mally is saying about the Riot acquisition. I've been trying to think of a way to answer that. But yeah, we didn't just get acquired and left to our own devices. We have a lot of support from Riot, and within the studio, everything is pretty much amazing. And I can assure you that we're all still taking every opportunity to use this to continue to make Stonehearth amazing and fun and all the things that we want it to be, that you want it to be. Why is Cubicle being so cubicle today? No, I didn't say change the color. Sorry, I'm trying to model and talk at the same time. Alright, I shouldn't be getting into the details yet because I said we were just mocking it up. I don't know why I think putting my head closer to the screen will make it easier to see. It really doesn't. So it's just a throwback habit. Alright. This, again, may be too busy, so we're gonna find out. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Boop! A little lower. Doot! And it could be kind of cute. Maybe something like this would be better suited to just like a short, squatty tray. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about where it can be. So this is 9 wide at the moment. If we bump it out one more, because this one is based on an odd number, we won't be able to center it. So this is about the maximum size it can be while occupying one space. So this being 10 by 10. Yeah, I don't know. It may be too much. The cactus part may also just need to be a little smaller. I don't mind the idea of it being very, very small and bright green and the flower just being like whoosh, because that's really cute. You can also experiment with taking it down one more notch, that way you can more easily see the cactus. Oh my god, every time a bird flies by, so I'm sitting right next to a window, and every time a bird flies by overhead, it really does look like a bug is crawling across my glass because of the reflection, and I do it every time. I jump. Yeah, don't worry about, so Geister is saying a bit more contrast though between the pot and the cactus. Don't worry too much about that yet, these are not the final colors. What I'm looking at right now is just the size. So I'm looking at the way the shapes complement each other, if something needs to be smaller. If I am adding colors or subtracting colors, it's just so I can tell things apart from a very, like, a very rough kind of way. But yeah, obviously the colors are going to change a bit. The cactus, I'm going to go back over here and borrow this little dude's colors because this is just a much cheerier, brighter, you know, it definitely brings to mind more of like this kind of desert plant coloration, not like a musty green or a leafy green. We don't want it to be a leafy green. You know, actually from a distance, that's actually pretty cute. Let me hit C, that way we're not running off forever. You know, it's short, it's stable. We'll use color to help set the set everything apart. So you can see over here, these are essentially the same shape as this, but the top is done in a lighter color, so that feels more like the lip of a pot. Yeah, I can see that working out. And the top of the cactus would also be closed up. What do we got? What about a pot like this one? Oops, that's the broken link. We could, but I get the feeling that this is gonna be a lot more shapes than we need. I could give it a shot, but the simpler we keep the pot, the better. Because if we try these 3 different elements together, that's already very busy. An artist's brain. This is only kind of true. We're very preoccupied by things. That is for real. But I'd also like to point out that it is actually insanely difficult to keep my brain straight while I'm trying to wrangle these models for you guys. So it's like there's never really an easy balance between like talking and trying to make, oh man, I'm doing it. See, I'm doing it now. I'm like going in and coloring this thing even though I just said we weren't doing that yet. So yeah, it's, as you can imagine, it's pretty challenging. There's a lot of distraction with it and a lot of fun with it. Like this, when we're concepting and modeling and doing stuff like this live, it's not really like focus think tank time, because that's not the point. We want you guys to like have a window into what we're doing and like kind of enjoy seeing how it is we go about making things. Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna preserve this pot really quick and see about making a version with a little catch tray at the bottom, but I still think that's gonna be too many things. Like, I feel like that might work better if we just lopped this flower off and turned it into one of the cute little succulents, because then we would have like the details that we need and not more than we need. But I feel like there's a degree of realism here. Wow, this is getting crowded. That's okay. Nobody minds. I'm just gonna move all this stuff around. But yeah, there's a degree of realism there that's nice, but it may wind up being too much detail. We want it to read cleanly and read well. But hey, it could also be really cute, so that's why we're trying it on. This might be simpler. Maybe so. It's a nice one. Right now what I'm going for is just a simple pot. Like a simple small pot that can occupy about 1 block on a porch. So we're going with the shapes that we're using on the monument already, since that's going to pretty well establish that those are voxel pots in our game. We do have that great big one in the center, but I kind of don't want to repurpose that one for regular old decorations. That one should stay special. Like there's like an immensity to it that I feel like speaks to its purpose as the town monument. But these little guys I think we can repurpose without it causing too much issue. It's just I don't want you to be able to decorate your town with tons and tons of like these great big grand urns, because then it might stop being quite as special. So again, don't pay too much attention to the colors at this point. We're just knocking this together to see the proportions and the shapes. So the colors are going to be really wacky, except for the flower. I don't think the flower is going to change too much. But to be fair, we stole that off of the goblin, who had already had plenty of time for nitpicking and color changes. Alright, I always mess this up. That's wrong. Is that wrong? No, it's right. I did it! Yeah, I do feel like that's going to be a bit much. It's going to have to come down one more anyway. Like, the pot would have to get taller, definitely. Let me just give this a borrow. Up you get. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think that this is going to be a necessary detail. I guess we would want to change the style of the lip as well. So instead of having it like come in as a cute pot, it would like go outward. Yeah, I think it would start to look a little bit like a Mario pot. Or like a piece of pipe is what I meant. It does kind of look like a connector of some kind. Grab this, drop it down, and cinch in the sides just a bit. Actually, we might not want to cinch it in all the way around, but just on the corners. And then what you would do there, I do need to put a little bit of shading there so that my eyes quit bothering me about it. So this would speak to the curvature at the bottom of the pot. And in general, we would want this top part to be lighter. Maybe not a lot lighter though. I feel like the color I just grabbed was originally like a shine. Oops, I got rid of the dirt. That's okay. I mean, plants don't really need dirt. In addition, I mean, how in the world would they even get dirt? I feel like these would be planted in like clay or rocks. But the dirt contrasts very nicely. So, dirt it is. Come on now. You know, actually that might not be that bad. Initial fears aside. Still not sure. I think we could go for a simpler solution. Just trying to clean that up a little. Yeah, to no avail. Goes in 2. Alright, 2, 2, 2 on all sides. Take that down. Take that up. Yeah, I think I do like the squatty pots. The extra bottom might read busy when we pop out of the matrix. It's really not terrible. Hang on a minute. I don't think it actually did the thing. I don't think it did. We'll do 2 versions, so nobody worry. The only other problem I can see with this is that this is now going to, because this, I believe, unless my math is really wrong, is 11 voxels wide, so it's going to occupy more than one space. We'd have to size it, and you know what, we could size it down. It's not really a problem. Never mind, don't listen to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, my math is good. TPC Turtle Squish says, at Stonehearth, any juicy lore you can divulge. Oh gosh. Nothing too insane has been happening lately, actually. What happened? I'm trying to think of if there's been anything fun. It's really not so bad. I don't know. Juicy lore, though. There we go. And we have our little shine color over here. It didn't get nixed. Doodly doot. Yeah, that's actually kind of cute. It's not so bad at all. Though the squatty pot might still look better. I don't know if I mind the lip on the bottom. I do always wonder about that. Like, I know I say it a lot. I probably sound like a broken record. I'm always like, there's too many details, there's too many things. But we really do want the models to feel clean and uncluttered. Like, the more details you add to it, the crazier things get, and it isn't always in the best way. In fact, more often than not, it just kind of makes it look clumsy. Or steppy. We don't like steppy. Whoop! Too far! It'll cut off your butt. There we go. So now we've got just one that sits on the ground. I know it's a little busy in this inside this matrix, but what do you guys think? That's a bad pun. We're not even going there. We've got our two versions here. Oh, and I guess also we can... I'm going to get rid of this guy in the middle because he's taking up space. Okay. Guy still likes the shorter one. I am inclined to agree because I like that it has fewer details. I don't know. This isn't bad. It's actually kind of cute. Oh, good morning, Deline. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Unatana, to your point, I agree with you. These are like the cactus and the pot are the same shade of green at the moment. All I'm doing right now really is throwing together the shapes and seeing what looks good. So if you peek over this way, where we stole our flower from, this little goblin has a cactus more in the color that we want to go. And all the colors of these pots came from the shrine over here. So you have over here a colors of clay and terracotta and glazes that are already going to show up inside the game. And the reason I thought it was important to borrow from that one is so that we're using colors that are already appearing, obviously. And it doesn't just start throwing together a bunch of stuff. Okay. We could do a different style cactus in the taller one, or what we could do is in the shorter one do like the little succulent plant and have the potted cactus in the taller one. So let's try that. So the idea with that would be we'd get rid of the little center poof. We might keep that one though, because that could be cute. And recolor this to... Okay, that's great. Good job, Cube. Oh, that reminds me, we haven't saved this like at all. And that is just asking for it. So let's go on to desktop, art streams, potted plants, RC. That way we don't get them confused. Maybe one day we'll have like a that'll do. We'll have like a mega file that has like a bunch of styles of potted plants for everybody. Complex flower for short and simple, simple plant for complex top. You have a very good point. Give it back. And it did. So technically it's the same flower. It's just going to be different colors. Because the shape works well for a variety of things. Boop. It booped. Okay, so what I was saying is that we're going to change the color of that guy to feel more like one of these. And over here we can change the color of the cactus. Just for starters. We should make a version of this that has a yellow flower too, because I want a yellow flower cactus. I think that's just great. So, come here, Goblin. Let me have your head. We don't need to go too crazy with like the stripe details or anything. This is a very small cactus. So, I'm not going to worry overly. TPC Turtle Squish says, at Stonehearth, you should make a skull flower pot. Maybe. That might be the wrong vibe for the town. But I actually really do adore bone gardens. There was my grandparents had so my grandparents live in the middle of Oklahoma, which is smack in the middle of the United States, and it's basically a land of extremely harsh weather. And they had a neighbor that had a really excellent, like, rock and bone and cactus garden just right on their porch. It was super beautiful. There we go. Little cactus friend. So I don't know. At the moment, we've kind of got the goblins rocking out with... Why didn't it pick the color? Did I already pick the color? We've kind of got the goblins rocking out with bones as decorations. So I'm not sure if we want to see those in the towns as well just yet. But I do love the idea of, like, doing little skulls that have, like, little flowers on them. I think that's super cute. Oops, that's wrong. Sorry about that, little friend. Oop, I missed a corner. Also, that's looking stripey. That's too many colors. I am a fool. How about just on the corners, then? Yeah, that's also too many. I feel like the bright green on the lip is also calling out way too much. It doesn't need that. It's gonna compete overly. Sorry, wall of text. What happened? Shrug. TPC, Matt. Oh no. Who and Ryan can I talk to if I wanted to get some lore? Well, for Stonehearth lore, I can honestly say Stephanie would be the best person. I'm not sure if I'm seeing it, Mally, unless it was the one above that. It doesn't seem to be appearing on mine. But yeah, a yellow or a white flower, I agree. To get back on the topic of flowers and cacti. Truly the focus of our day here. That'll be fine. Alright, cool. Yay, it's no longer the same green. And now this green starts to feel a bit more like purposeful, pretty, and relaxing. We can... Excuse me. Wow, I am so sorry, guys. So the weather is starting to change out here, and I'm hoping that I'm not getting a little sick. I refuse. There's too much to do. Months? I don't know, there must be kind of a delay. I'm getting sidetracked by things that are happening. Right, so I wanted, and you guys wanted, to see a yellow flower. I don't think this flower is in any danger of getting deleted, and worst come to worst, we do have a copy of it preserved over on the goblin, so let's clean it up just a little. And let's make a version of our potted cactus that has a yellow flower and maybe a different colored base. Is that just the, okay, that's just the little potted succulent. We'll worry about that guy in a second. Okay, so let me find what would be good. What are some yellows that we've already got? Probably the fox lily and what could we use? The sunflower has a lot of yellows in it. Obviously, because it's a sunflower. You know what? I don't think it's going to be in here, but you never know. Okay, it's not. Alright, it's not a crop, but it's probably a plant. Sunflower, yay! Ugh! Oh no, it's a monster. Da-da-da-dun. I've improved it! This is exactly what we want. We just didn't know it. Perfect. No? No, you're right. Okay. But what about this? Alright, for the time being, that's kind of cute. It looks like it's like in a little water. Okay, I'm getting really distracted now. Things are cute. Everything hurts. Right, let's hope that Cubicle lets me actually select things for once. We are going to make a turquoise flower would also work based on the schemes, though it might also start feeling Raya's-ish. Well, that would actually be good because these are for Raya's children anyway. Though I might be misunderstanding what you said. Like I know the little squatty flowers can be kind of purpley and turquoise and things like that, and it's really nice. All right, so those yellows are going to be a bit too close. It's also possible that we're going to want more of the orange. There we go. That's probably a better bet. Yeah, that's a better bet. Hands down. Okay. No, I should have checked to make sure. Okay, it didn't. Did it? Okay, it did. All right. Can be a little iffy because of all these tight little corners. Oh, it's so bright. Don't look directly at it. Get that down there. Get that there. A little pink in the middle is kind of cute, but alright, I have an idea. Let's take one more step here. Just about like that. Might even mellow it out, but either way now we have another value and it'll be easy to select. Right, not quite, but that's a bit more agreeable. Magenta. Well, I mean, this little guy's kind of a magenta. Unless you mean even more of a purpley magenta. Let's see. There we go. Let's actually warm that up just a tiny bit. That way it's not just a lot of... . Okay, that's easier on the eyes. And, oop, hey. That's not right. Shouldn't be that shade in the middle. Yeah, that's still really pink. Let me do that. Might need a bit more of a tweak. So we should also change the color of the base of the pot. Maybe this terracotta here, or even this sort of brown here could be really pretty. But I'm kind of feeling the terracotta actually. Even though I really do like this shade of brown. It's kind of a purple brown. The middle pixel, magenta. These guys. Oh, I see. I don't know if I want that to be dark. Yeah, that calls itself out kind of ferociously. But I see what you're saying. Maybe the lighter one. So like that? That's not so bad. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go ahead and change the color underneath it so it matches a bit and start working on the bottom of its pot. Shouldn't take but a moment. Wait, no, that's the lighter color. Oops, I sure did the thing. Or we could do the light pink on there. That's not a bad plan. I don't think that had a colorful... That's fine. We'll figure that out. The yellow flower with the bottom red. There are so many ways to do a yellow flower now. Alright. Give that a shot too, why not? Can also play the color slider game and get a purple one, since that's pretty close. That's a pretty near neighbor to this. Thanks, Unatan. Excuse me. Cubicle, remember that time you let me pick the color that I wanted to? It was really cool. I clicked on it, and you were like, oh, you did it. You picked that color, and you don't have to click on it 80 times. That was just the best. Except it never happens anymore. So yeah, terracotta pot with the yellow flower. Green glazed pot with the teal flower. We don't necessarily have to have a brighter band either. We can have like a darker band, which might be kind of pretty. Because I feel like this is feeling kind of stripy. I don't know how else to put that. But that yellow is very intense. Though in the game it's actually going to be quite a bit duller, which is kind of a neat thing. It's also a bit of a pain. I was really struggling with that sunflower trying to find one that looked nice. You know what, actually this might, maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like the better lighter, but hey, who knows? Maybe like this. Better? Anyway, you guys let me know. It's kind of cute. Earth tone pot looks good as is. Think it works any of the ways. Alright, well that's good to know. Alright, let's play the color slider game really quick and see about a blue version. This is probably going to be horrible, so hold on. Oh, that's very green. Uh-oh. The magical strobing rainbow flower. Exactly. Let's see. No, I don't know if that works. It's starting to feel very, like, Ascendancy Blossom, not very, like, Rise Children Cactus Blossom, so I don't know, let's leave it alone. Dev stream. Intense slider action, says Rocklight. Exactly. Yeah. So, Dragomira's just threw out this cool cactus that's, like, all bloopy everywhere with flowers. Though I'm thinking we would need more cactus in order to pull that off. Or more flowers, but at this scale, that might start getting really busy. There I go again. It's gonna be too busy! Oh my god. You know what? That's okay. The blue flower needs a brown pot. Yeah, if we did have, I don't know, if you guys want a blue flower, we'll give that a try. But I agree, it would need a much more like desaturated brown, like this guy over here. I mean, I'm not adverse to it. Hang on a minute. Forgetting about our little succulent flower. It's just hanging out over there like, hey, when's it gonna be my turn? But we're having so much fun with the cacti. I just get excited about anything involving flowers. Climax is saying, what purpose do the flowers serve, aesthetic or alchemy? These at the moment are aesthetic. I'm not sure if something like this would wind up being like a more domesticated, aesthetically pleasing, like flowering cactus that you would harvest for herbs. That would be really cool, but I don't know if that's a thing that we're gonna do. But at the moment in Raya's Children, we have window boxes like the Ascendancy. And last week on the stream, we were kind of like, I mean, it's not bad, but at the same time, it feels a little strange. It feels like we're doing kind of the wrong style. So to go with all of Raya's Children's cool porches, we thought it would be cooler, instead of window boxes, to have, you know what, I really do want this to kind of match like the same kind of cyan as you get on like the doors and stuff, but I can't tell that without it. And I really don't know if we're gonna want blue. For some reason that's striking me as odd. But I don't know yet. But yeah, basically. These are at the moment aesthetics. Woo! Yes, yes, exactly like this. Just so many. I do like that those ones just have like bright teal blossoms. That makes me super happy. Right, we were talking about, sorry, I dozed off there for a second. We were talking about wanting the tone for this pot to be earthier. Now it's going to select everything, of course. I think in this case, if we did do a decoration on this one, it would be a bit more subdued. Actually, if we do a oh man, my vocabulary is all over the place today. I apologize. If we do a decoration on here, it'd be cool to see it in the teal, is what I was trying to say. Or maybe not. That might be a bit too busy. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of cute. Where did that go? Okay, so it's up 3. Like that, that, right? Sure. Wow, those are crazy. So the cacti back here with like the just flowers everywhere. Alright. It definitely appears to be more agreeable with a brown pot. Cute. This one feels really happy. Like, I really like the colors on this one. They each have a quality to them that's kind of nice. But again, as I was saying, if we did have a cyan blue here, it would be handy if it felt like it matched our blue doors and windows. That way we're not just introducing another shade of blue into our biome. Which sounds nitpicky, but it's important. Not decoration, construction. Blue clay window frame. That's the one. Actually, let's blue clay door, since that's like much bigger. Oh man, we made the monument better again. We didn't know it, but all this time it just needed a door, like right on it. Okay. So this is a bit of a warmer blue. Right now our blue over here is too cold. It's chilly, it needs a sweater. There we go. How's that? Doesn't need to match exactly because I feel like the values of the blue in here would really pop out of our potted plant. Maybe just a bit further. Up 3. Yes. Cool. So now if you place those flowers and you have blue doors and windows, it'll look like it matches. Or belongs there. Let's put you over here in the reference pile. Go to the reference pile. Unatan says, a frost snap potted plant. That would be really cute for the Ascendancy, but they have window boxes. And I believe they already have frost snap window boxes. Actually, let's Google blue cactus flower to make sure we're not out of our minds. I mean, this is kind of a made-up fantasy world anyway, so we are perfectly allowed to come up with stuff. I feel like most of these are photoshopped. Chances are. Oh, these are really cute. Sorry. These are really cute. Anyway. It's probably okay. Worst come to worst, we'll just change it out and use the pot, but I don't think anyone's gonna mind. Blue is cute. Door is clearly made out of those flowers. Great. That's exactly what we want. From a distance, it's a door, but as you get up close, it's just like a million flowers like smushed together all weird, and you're just like, you don't even want to touch it because you like feel weird about it. It like kind of makes a weird sticky noise when it opens. Frost snap. They are ice plants, but they grow in the forest biome. I think on the mountains. I only ever see the bright bells growing on the grass, but it could just be how my world is generating. So that leaves us with this little dude, which we were going to actually modify to resemble more closely a tiny little succulent plant. I've been opening all these. So more of like a sweet kind of a teal, maybe a dusty lavender, but we're going to start here and see what happens. So I'm thinking that the shape of this already works pretty well. We may not need this, this part in the center. Maybe we want to raise up the middle part, but I do worry that that's gonna just look kind of strange. We might not get away with that. Yeah, that just looks spiky and awful. Pardon me for a minute while I work on a thing. Yeah, I just went and redid the same thing that I had before, of course. Because that makes the most sense. That is definitely too noisy. I know that is too noisy. Way too noisy. It's so shiny! Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so shiny. The texture of the leaves reminds me of, I don't know if you guys know what sundews are. It's also a sparkly plant. These little guys. Now, these are not desert plants, though. They would not survive for a second. But they have, like, sparkly little doots on them that stick bugs to them so they can eat them. They're carnivorous and cute. They're like the size of your thumbnail. Sparkly blue plant. Yeah, so, I mean, oh no, I've murdered it. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. I don't know. It might be okay. I don't like it when you have, like, weird spiky details. No, it doesn't need more Comic Sans. Nothing needs more Comic Sans. How could you? No, that just doesn't look like anything. Let's just work with what we got and see what happens. Alright, so I can already sense that the flower pot is not going to want to be teal by the time we're done. And we're going to want a sappier green up in the middle. So something warmer. More towards yellow. And not too saturated either. Unfortunately, this isn't Photoshop. It would have been smarter if we'd have done this in Photoshop and then just picked the colors, but I'm being a bonehead today. Maybe that'll work. I mean, it's essentially the same idea. We're just moving a color slider, warmer or cooler, and paying attention to our values. Then, like, doing an even brighter, slightly brighter, definitely warmer. Maybe we would want it to do that. I still don't know. Let's see. Oh, hey, that's not bad. Or maybe. What about purple? Yeah, when we're done with the green one, we're going to do a slider and make it violet. You can make a purple edge at the top, too. That's true, we can. thanks, Mally. Talking about wanting purple at the top too. Right, we don't want to totally botch this guy, so give me a second. He's probably going to need some help later on. It's getting there. Maybe. It's kind of cute. Alrighty. Let's grab that aside really fast. Drag it on over. Hi Kyrian, welcome to the stream. Tilt you a bit more towards purple, because why not? Colors are still a little off. That's a bit better. Or good evening, sure, yeah, sorry about that. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Just gonna mess with this really quick. Ooh, that's super stripy. Yep, any way you slice it, that's just really stripy. No need for that. But that, for some reason, feels a lot better. Huh, I don't know. Thanks, Kyrian. We've been making cute, okay, yeah, that actually doesn't look bad at all. We've been making cute potted cacti, and now we are transforming the flower into little succulent plants, sort of like this. So we have a slightly brighter, greenier one, more along these lines. So it's a bluey green at the bottom and a yellow green at the top. And we have a more purple one as well. So we're not going to go fluorescent blue with it. We're just going to like give it that pink touched purple kind of feeling. Okay, so I actually like how these look. I think they're pretty cute. What color do we want to make the pot? I actually really just want to see these like sprouting up on the ground, all super tiny and adorable. Banto is asking, hey, are we getting more flower decorations? Yes, we are. Because we spent all that time last week doing the herbalist's house, only to find that all we had at our disposal were window boxes and unfired clay pots and the like. And we thought, this is an herbalist house, we want flowering plants on it, and Raya's children houses are covered in porches anyway. So we should do like potted flowers and potted cacti. Yep, the pot is making it really hard to see. We need to color that pot something else. There must be a killer delay. Davik says, I actually attend most streams, I just don't say much. That's perfectly fine. It is absolutely reasonable to just kind of hang out and observe. Here's kind of a lighter tan. It's not quite the same brown as our other guy over there. Contrast might not be enough because these have like the dusty pastel colors to them, as Mally was just saying. But we can always mess with that. Should bring it down one darker there. Oops. Hey, how about that? They're the same color. Bright tan would work. Those colors are kind of a mess right now. I don't know if I mind that. Hang on. What about a lower profile pot, something like this? This is really cute. I like this. So something shorter. Though I think earlier we were talking about using a tall pot for a short plant and a short pot for a tall plant. Something like that would be easy to mock up, though. We would just like lop off the bottom here and that would be that. You know what? Since we already have a lot of these running around, I'm going to go ahead and axe most of these to make us some more room. Except for the bright tan one. That way we still have it. Alright, so let's try the lighter brown. So a couple of us are calling it out. Oops, that's right, all these have colors carefully picked from each other, so they're gonna have overlap. That's fine. I guess I worry that with this being as light as it is, it starts to compete with the plant a little bit. Like now the pot is going to be very, very noticeable. And we also, you know, I messed this up before, but we also don't necessarily want the shine on the lower level to be the same intensity as the shine on the upper level. Or else, again, oh, hey, I left 2 spots. Alright, yeah, this is gonna need a lot of work. Come on. Oh, it already did. Fonto is asking, is it hard to make a model with cubicle and import it to Stonehearth and make it a craftable? Not really. There's a bunch of stuff that you have to do it. You can't just like drop it in, like you have to duplicate a recipe and make sure the right person's making it and set all the values right. So I don't know, it's not terribly hard, but that's also from my end of it. I'm not sure. Let's see. Already want to axe that there. Oops. Well, actually, that's not a bad place to start. Too much stripy stuff. There, that doesn't vibrate quite as bad. Maybe that bottom color needs to be a little bit darker. Nope, not that dark. Raya's red rim? Maybe. Though it might start to look a little Christmassy. Hang on a minute. With the red and green. We've got Raya's red down here though. Wait a minute. Dang it. I sure did. There. What we should do is experiment with the lower profile pot really quick, because that's a super easy thing to mock up. Good lord. Oops, wrong. Not that way. That way. Come here, friend. Into the pot. Boop. Let's make sure we're not cutting off anything important. Ah, it's kind of cute. Don't even know why. It's just so cute, says Mally. UFO flower! It just takes off. It's a little dish friend! Yes! It's a little dish friend! Exactly. I do want to turn it this color. Like, I love this kind of purple blue with this color, so that's what I'm gonna do. So pretty. So yeah, little dish friend. Awesome. All right, so I wouldn't say that this pot is totally a loss, but maybe it has a different destiny. Let's move dish friend over here and put the green one in a similar but different little dish friend. Which means we're just going to cut off its head like this. Whoop. Or duplicate its head, we're not really going to cut it off. And drop her down. 2 dish friends! Oh, this one floats up a little bit. Oh, I forgot. I mean, they don't have to. I just like that because things in Stonehearth are allowed to be floaty. Did we leave any of the flour behind? I don't think so. So many dish friends. So little time. Friendship. Okay, yeah, that actually makes it feel like it's sitting out of the pot a bit more rather than just like jammed into the pot. I'm gonna get rid of our little proxies here, because we may not need them. There we go. Zoom out a bit. Oh, they're really cute. I like the colors that we've got here. Like they feel very like appropriate, but they feel really lively. I think we've made some headway, guys. This looks fun. This looks super fun. Yay! Can we have a tall vase friend to complement dish friend? And little rocks for edging. For edging? I don't know how well they'd read. Like colorful pebbles. Yeah, tall vase friend. Like this is kind of a tall vase friend just because of a funny accident, and I just like putting the sunflower on things because it's ridiculous. Oh man, I missed a great opportunity. I could have put it on the goblin's head. I still can. Heh. This is a great use of time. It's exactly what we need to be doing right now. It's coming in for a landing. Boop. No. Oh, is it not gonna work? It's gotta work. Yes. Perfect. But anyway, so this over here is kind of being a tall vase friend just because it was funny. How could you, Turtle Squish? Oh my gosh. Colorful pebbles. Little rocks for edging. So you mean like rocks to decorate with? Though actually there is one more thing that we can do with our succulent that I really wanted to do, and that would be to make it into a rose rock, which would absolutely be just like the most ridiculous thing to just put on the ground for no reason at all, but I love the idea. I'm not sure if that's even a thing that we need or want. I'm just obsessed with them. I'm gonna Google them. And it would be super easy to just modify the succulent here to be a barite rose. I want to find a good one to show you guys, because sometimes they just look like weird lumpy brains. But yeah, these guys. They're rocks, but they look like roses. Or lumpy brains, sometimes. Like these. These look like lumpy brains. These look like explosions. But it's always really fun when you have the ones that really look like roses. Anyway, that was a tangent. What about... Oh, that's so very complicated. You need it to be very large. It's so pretty, though. I want one of these in real life. I don't know. We will have to come back to that idea, because at some point I do want to have an excuse to put rose rocks in the game, but that would be like a hyper tiny thing. But so far, I think we made a lot of headway today. We've got some super cute stuff that I think is just gonna liven up the decoration aspect of our cute little Raya's Children settlements. We could use the big urn in the base surrenderies, but what I was saying earlier today is that I kind of don't want to see how much we can repurpose this guy. The storage urn I think we could do, but this one I want to be specific to the monument. Like, I want it to feel special when you see that one in your town. Though, I mean, it's also the combination of the impressive stature, the little tie thing around it, and the fact that it is Raya's red. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. What about a crack in one of the pots with some earth falling out? That could be really cute. But it might also look kind of busy. Like, I don't know if it would wind up reading as intended. But it could be really cute. we might have to stew on that next time though, guys, because it is 10 a.m. and about time we start wrapping up for the day. So thanks again everybody who tuned in, who shared pictures and opinions and helped nudge these along. They are super cute. Like, these came out so much cuter than I even imagined when we set out today. And I've been pretty excited about this stream because it's like, heck yeah, we're gonna spend the morning or maybe evening, depending on where you are, making hyper cute decorations for our desert biome. And it's like, this is a perfect opportunity to come in and add just like fluffiness and color to an occasionally oppressively tan landscape. So thank you all very much, and I hope to see you guys next week. Maybe we'll kick around some more plants, or maybe we'll find something else that needs to be done. These will also need iconics at some point. So either way, hope to see you guys there, and thanks again for tuning in. Have a fantastic the rest of your day, and thanks again.